Hey there, fellow financial enthusiasts. Welcome back to my channel, where we dive deep into the world of economics and money matters. In today's video, we're going to tackle a topic that has been causing quite a stir in the financial news lately: the pending U.S. government bankruptcy and the impact of Federal Reserve interest rates. Get ready for some shocking revelations and insights that will leave you questioning the stability of our economic system. The Federal Reserve losing money. Have you ever wondered how the Federal Reserve's interest rates can be a big fiscal issue for the U.S. government? Well, get ready to have your mind blown. In the past 6 months, the U.S. Federal Reserve has lost over $20 billion. Yes, you heard that right. This chart shows the unprecedented decline, and we're here to uncover the story behind it. As we delve deeper into this astonishing revelation, it becomes essential to understand the factors contributing to the Federal Reserve's substantial financial losses. The intricate web of economic events and policy decisions intertwines with the interest rates, causing ripples that ultimately affect the nation's fiscal stability. While the Federal Reserve's primary role is to maintain a balanced economy through monetary policies, recent fluctuations in the market have proven to be a challenge. An important aspect to consider is how changes in interest rates impact the overall economy. When rates increase, borrowing costs rise for businesses and individuals alike. This, in turn, slows down the pace of economic growth as businesses become hesitant to invest and individuals find it harder to afford loans. On the other hand, when rates decrease, the economic landscape shifts, stimulating consumer spending and encouraging investment. In light of these principles, the Federal Reserve constantly monitors the state of the economy and adjusts interest rates accordingly. However, despite careful consideration, unforeseen circumstances can arise, leading to financial setbacks. Complex global events, such as geopolitical tensions or economic instability in other countries, can send shockwaves through financial markets. These unforeseen events often result in significant losses for the Federal Reserve. It's important to note that the Federal Reserve's losses have wide-ranging implications for the overall economy. As the nation's central bank, its financial health directly affects the stability and confidence of the entire financial system. The magnitude of the losses incurred by the Federal Reserve highlights the need for thorough analysis and understanding of both domestic and international economic factors. While the Federal Reserve's recent financial losses may raise concerns, it is crucial to remember that the central bank plays a critical role in maintaining the country's economic stability. By examining the story behind these extraordinary events, we can gain valuable insights into the complexities of monetary policy and its impact on the government and the economy as a whole. As we proceed, we will uncover the intricacies surrounding the Federal Reserve's financial challenges and discover how it navigates and learns from these experiences to shape the future of the nation's economy. The Treasury and the Fed's financial relationship. To understand the whole picture, we need to shine a light on the financial relationship between the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve. You see, the Treasury pays the Fed interest on the Fed's asset holdings of Treasury securities, while the Fed pays interest on reserves to banks and other financial institutions. As long as the Treasury interest received by the Fed is greater than the interest it pays out, the Fed makes money. But what happens when the situation flips? Buckle up, because this is where things start to get interesting. Rising interest rates and fiscal impact, higher interest rates, which the Fed is using to combat inflation, can have unforeseen consequences on the government's finances. When the short-term rates the Fed pays rise significantly, it can lead to the Fed's interest expenses surpassing its interest earnings, resulting in the Fed losing money. When this happens, the Fed stops sending interest earnings to the Treasury, and the losses start piling up. Currently, the Fed has accumulated losses of over $20 billion. This situation puts a strain on the government's ability to manage its finances effectively. With rising interest rates, the government must allocate a larger portion of its budget towards interest payments, leaving fewer resources available for other critical areas such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure development. Additionally, the fiscal impact of rising interest rates extends beyond the immediate financial burden on the government. As the Fed loses money, it may be necessary for the government to step in and provide financial support to stabilize the situation. This can take the form of injecting capital into the Fed or implementing policies to mitigate further losses. Moreover, the accumulated losses of over $20 billion highlight the urgency of addressing the issue promptly. The government must carefully assess the factors contributing to these losses and implement strategic measures to prevent further financial setbacks. This could involve reassessing interest rate policies, exploring alternative methods to combat inflation, or finding ways to generate additional revenue streams. In conclusion, the rising interest rates implemented by the Fed to combat inflation can have significant and far-reaching consequences on the government's finances. The accumulation of losses exceeding $20 billion emphasizes the need for proactive measures to safeguard the nation's fiscal stability. By addressing this challenge head-on, the government can ensure the effective management of its finances and allocate resources in a manner that benefits its citizens. The government's growing deficit. But wait, it gets even more alarming. The Fed's strategy of shortening the maturity of its holdings through quantitative easing, QE, leads to an extra $1 trillion deficit per year for the government. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Treasury will also have to refinance all the debt that the Fed is not holding, but at higher interest rates. It's like the federal government bought a mega mansion it can't afford and took out an adjustable rate mortgage. If interest rates remain high for an extended period, the consequences could be disastrous. Inflation, interest rates, and the economy, with each passing day,